Good afternoon. MUC police shot a man after a morning-long drama on St. Denis Street. Herb Luft was at the scene.
A SWAT team sharpshooter fired a bullet into the hand where 30-year-old Daniel Peel had been holding a pistol and keeping police at bay for nearly 3.5 hours. The drama began about 8:30 when a caller to 911 reported a gunman in the metro. A policeman spotted him on St. Denis, south of Ontario, and shot him in the knee as the man drew his weapon. After that, the suspect held police off by threatening to kill himself with the gun or a knife he held in his other hand. Police say Peel, alias Daniel Legault, is a key suspect in a series of armed robberies in the downtown area. Herb Luft, Pulse News.
A fire in the historic Chateauguay City Hall gutted the interior and sent several firefighters to hospital suffering from smoke and heat exhaustion. Joe Singerman on that.
The fire broke out in a basement electrical room at 9 this morning. By noon, it had already destroyed much of the interior and the majority of the city's tax and other records. Firefighters from neighboring St. Constant, Ville-Mercier, and Ganawage were called to help. Thick smoke and heat exhausted dozens of firefighters, and I'll have a full report tonight on Pulse at 6.
Where today, Air Canada is going to cut 900 jobs by March of 1996. The airline says it lost $23 million in its second quarter. To keep shareholders happy, the airline says it will cut costs by $50 million this year, $100 million next year by, among other things, cutting jobs. The job cuts will be achieved through reducing temporary seasonal employees, attrition, and improved productivity of flight crew scheduling. Now, have you ever been tempted to bring back that homemade sausage when you return from a trip outside Canada? People do it all the time. But smuggling agricultural items into Canada is illegal, and more people are getting caught. Colleen Thorpe reports.
Meet Freddie. He's Agriculture Canada's best detective for smuggled meats and plants. Every month he sniffs out about 500 kilograms of forbidden products. I'll have a full report on Pulse at 6.
Bloc Québécois leader Lucien Bouchard says it isn't likely there'll be changes to the plans to hold a referendum this fall. He says party polls put the yes side ahead. A date for the vote has yet to be announced. A psychologist at the Bernardo trial has testified that Karla Homolka's participation in her sister's rape is consistent with battered women syndrome. Chris Hatcher told the court that Homolka's drugging and sex assault of her sister Tammy could have been a coping mechanism. Homolka's ex-husband, Paul Bernardo, is charged in the sex killings of 2 Ontario teenagers. France today warned Russia against unilaterally lifting United Nations sanctions against Serbia. France says it would be a step in the wrong direction for peace in the ex-Yugoslavia. Meanwhile, the United Nations says it has physical proof that the Serbs massacred thousands of civilians following the fall of Srebrenica. That's Pulse Update to this hour. I'm Bill Haugland. Join us again at 4:55.